I'm Richard Clarke. In this video, I offer comments on Ramana Maharshi's 40 Verses on Reality, drawn from years of practice. Together, we explore the depths of Ramana's teachings on self-realization and liberation. This week's reading from 40 Verses on Reality is verse 31. Immersed in the self, nothing remains to be done. These are Ramana's words. For him who is immersed in the bliss of the self arising from the extinction of the ego, what remains to be accomplished? He is not aware of anything as other than the self. Who can apprehend this state? For the self, what is there to do or to accomplish? The self is already full and complete, just as it is. The self is only one. There is no other, so there is nothing to gain and nothing to lose. The self is one without a second, so there is no individual who can gain or lose. One without a second means there is no alternative. So this is it. And you are that. What of the world? Does it seem as separate, or is it just the same as you? One with no difference. As long as you think there is a difference, keep inquiring. Make the inquiry deep and thorough. What's it like to see no difference? A spiritual teacher once told me that work was the same as play. Can you see how this is? The difference is only for the mind, not for the existence consciousness that you are. The mind makes up distinctions so it can tell things from one another. For the self, there is no one another. For the self, there's only one. If there is no difference, you and everything are one, without there being everything or one. There is nothing else. There is no you or this. There's only one, the existence, the consciousness, and you are that. Only the self can know the self. The non-self is just an illusion and doesn't really know anything. The self is consciousness, always the knower. Now, some notes on practice to experience this within yourself. How many are you deep within? Are you multiple, with multiple existences and consciousness? Or are you just one? Are there two, one to know another, or just one? If there is only one, then there is nothing else, nothing other to desire, nothing that is not already included within this one. Who is this one? How do you know this one? Ramana tells us to look within, more like feeling than thinking. Where does this sense of I arise? Where does it come from? What is its source? How can you know yourself? You are the knower and not an object. How can you not know yourself? You shine each moment as everything you know. You shine as the self. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this Ramana Maharshi video, subscribe, like, and send me a comment.